Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, modern-day alchemist, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk about April, specifically the first few days of April, which pack quite a wallop. So there's a theme for the month, there's a theme for the week, there's always a theme, and the theme for this month is inner exploration. And inner exploration is something that takes courage and a willingness to be clear, and a willingness to be whole, and to own yourself. A willingness to no longer be owned by whatever that is that's going on that's gotten your view of yourself, your value, your power all muddled. So a lot is happening this month, and we'll start with the first few days, and we're just going to do from now until Sunday. It's about a week, and we'll start with the key words, which for this month are courage, are clarity, our inner exploration. And it's super important because we're now at a time when we need to not only know ourselves, we need to know how to be the best that we can be. And then we need to be that. And this month, April, has a lot of Aries, a lot of dynamic, powerful, moving forward energy. And Aries is like that. Aries is ruled by the planet Mars, the god of let's take action. So the first part of this month, up until probably the 12th or the 14th, actually, of this month, there are so many planets in Aries. There's the sun, which is your life force, your ego, your heart. There is Mercury, which is how you gather and process information, how you communicate and think. There is Venus, which is how you feel. Venus, how your relationships are. Venus, balance. Venus, value, especially self-value. And Venus is the planet of women, and Mars is the planet of men. So there's going to be a lot of interaction this month. And we have the point Chiron. Now, last month I spoke about the point or the asteroid Chiron, which is continuing. The influence is continuing this month. So especially this week and the next few weeks. And we also have coming up the new moon in Aries. What's a new moon? The sun is in the same sign as the moon. And this is the beginning of the moon's cycle as it goes through its 28-day cycle. So I'll talk about all of that as we move on down the line and get to it. Let's just start with the fact that this is a dynamic time. And dynamic times often mean excuse me, that we want to increase our speed, that we want to move fast, that we don't have patience. We need patience. So you need to ease up on the accelerator, and you don't have to brake, but you do need to ease up on the accelerator and go at a moderate speed because a lot is going on, and you don't want the lot going on to be obscured by the fact that you're moving so fast you can't even see it. So as of April 4th, which was yesterday, Mercury entered the sign of Aries. So Mercury, communication, Aries, speed, Mercury, communication, how we get things, Mercury, how we express ourselves, Aries, dynamically and sometimes bombastically. We need to be careful. We're going to have some great ideas, I hope. And I say I hope because sometimes your immediate ideas need refining. They're not the greatest. And Mercury and Aries, your first idea is not necessarily your best idea. There might be a germ of something there that needs to be cultivated. So slow down, listen. It's important that you listen. It's also important that you have the courage to hear what's really going on within yourself. You have courage to listen to the things that you have, for whatever reason, not listened to before. Or if you had listened, you shut down. This is a really important time to discover what's going on, because Aries rules exploration. And Aries is also all about the self. So exploring yourself makes you a stronger, a more, I'd say, a person who's more able to contribute in a more confident way to your society, not only to your outside society, but to your inner society, the society of you. This month, with Mercury in Aries, it's really about take the time to think before you speak. And a lot of times with Mercury in Aries, that's not what you want. Remember, moderation. And we move on to what I think is really one of the big points this month, and it was a really big point as we ended last month. And it is Mercury, communication, once again, how we think, will be together with conjunct Chiron. Chiron is not a planet. Chiron is an asteroid, or a point, as I call it. Chiron is the wound, your soul wound. And in healing your soul wound, we all came here with a soul wound, and we all came here to heal it. And in healing this soul wound, you heal the wound of the world. Your particular soul wound is exactly what's needed to heal a particular soul wound in the world. So as you heal yourself, you do heal your world. This is going to be very big. It starts, you'll really get the feelings about what's going on starting about the 6th of April, and it'll carry through for the next couple of weeks after that. So what you want to do is you want to realize that you have to look at yourself on a deeper level. And there are old hurts. There are old hurts that someone did to you, and there are old hurts that you've done to yourself. And it's time to take a look at that. Why are you the way you are? Why do you act, or why don't you act the way you need to? This is a time when you really need to be honest with yourself and cease the hiding. And there are people out there who will say, I have nothing to hide. Maybe you don't, but you definitely be in the minority. That we all have something that happened, more than one something, and we all have ways that we've learned to cope, more than one way. And let's be open and honest with how we as individuals operate. Because if you know how you operate, then you are in the power position in your life. And Chiron is always about, let's get clear about this wound, let's heal it, let's move beyond it. And Mercury gives you the tools, the investigative tools to go in and see, to take apart. Why do I think that way? Or why am I in denial this way? Or why does this always happen? So take the opportunity. The universe, the cosmos, is assisting you very, very powerfully at this time. And as we move through the week, we're going to get to Sunday, April 11th. And April 11th is the new moon. And I spoke about the new moon earlier. The new moon in Aries. It's another New Year day. I love the fact that we have the new moon in Aries coming, because it's another day when our year begins. You've got the January 1st calendar year. You've got definitely your new moon in Aries. Your birthday is a new moon, not a new moon, but a New Year day as well. So what you want to do is you want to, around the, say, 8th, you want to set a glass of water, glass or a cup, a container of water, in the window or outside if you feel comfortable setting it outside. Always, whether inside or outside, make sure that it's covered, because critters will get in. And this is called making new moon water. And you let it set. I like to let it set for 3 days before and 3 days after the new moon. So for me, I'm going to take my new moon water out of the window about the 14th, and I'm going to sip the water. I'm going to sip it. I'm going to maybe put a little bit extra water in, stretch it out. It's kind of a homeopathic way of using it, and use it for cooking. And basically, energize myself with this new Aries moon energy. The Aries sun, the life force, the moon, your soul force, coming together to explore and to pioneer and to finally bring together all of the courage. It's taken a lot of courage for you to get here. You can use that courage for yourself. It is spring. Let spring, new life, be something that you enjoy outside yourself and something that you enjoy in here. So until next time, happy everything, and thank you for being here. Take care.